Hello, dear Scorpio, and welcome to your March astrology horoscope. The major theme this month for you is your passions, your desires, and the things that you are really excited about. Focus on that and let your emotions guide you. Why am I saying that? First of all, there is lots of concentration on your fifth house. There is a new moon there, the sun will be there most of the time. There are some important conjunctions there. And fifth house is about the things that we love. It's about finding joy and being creative and spontaneous and also taking risks. The other important change is that Mars, which is one of your rulers, is moving to your eighth house and will stay there for the next approximately 2 months. And eighth house is also very deep, very intense, and it triggers lots of emotions. The other mutual theme is also the risk taking. So those will be some major themes for you during this month. To pay attention and to take action on your desires, to let your passion guide you, to maybe take certain risks, but again, you should be also cautious with that. Okay, so let's take a look now at the daily aspects and how they will affect you. And before we actually do that, I also want to invite you to a brand new program, which is focused on energy balancing of the 7 chakras. We are going to use energy techniques, energy psychology methods, and different practices and holistic approaches to balance each of our chakra so that we are happier, healthier, and more successful. I would love for you to join us. And if you want to do that, check the link below for more information. All right, let's move on now. On the 3rd of March, we actually have this ingression I already mentioned you about of Mars moving to your 8th house. So for the next 2 months, Mars is there. And you need to be careful with the risks that you take. At the same time, sometimes there are appropriate risks that we want and we should take. So it's, of course, a question of personal judgment, but keep in mind that this could be one of the themes for you. The risks, including financial risks, including investments, and also taking some action to balance your energy, to balance the flow of energy. That's also a great theme to focus on. On the 3rd, Venus in 5th house is also having a positive aspect with Uranus in 7th, which can bring you some really nice surprises in your personal life, in your relationship, or it might be a great new date, or you can meet someone, or you may just feel like you are feeling more passion about someone, like a person in your life, or it may also be a creative project or something that you are just really excited about. But in every case, this should bring you positive, exciting emotions. On the 4th of March, Mercury is joining Jupiter in your 4th house, which can bring you positivity and some big plans and setting some new goals, especially related to your personal life, to your family, your home, and also things related to properties. If you want to live in a bigger home, or if you want to do something with your family, or maybe you want to expand your family, this is a great time to dream and plan and really work on your mindset in terms of, achieving the goals that you may have in this particular area. Then on the 10th of March, there is a wonderful conjunction between the Sun and Neptune. They are joining together in your 5th house, which can bring you some extra inspiration and creativity, and it may feel really calming and really nurturing, especially if you do something that you love. It could be a hobby, it could be a work project, which is just more creative. It could be related to love, romantic dates, or even your children. Focus on that and really allow yourself to connect emotionally to the people in your life or the project which you are concentrated on. It may feel really, really nice, and you may receive some kind of guidance in this area. And on the 13th, the theme is pretty similar. There is a new moon in your fifth house, again in Pisces, which can help you to start something new, something creative, or a new hobby, or to fall in love, or just to make the decision to allow yourself to have more joy and to do more of the things that really bring you joy. On the other side, there is also conjunction between Venus and Neptune in your fifth house, which can be so inspirational and so romantic, maybe not so realistic, maybe not a really practical type of influence. But yeah, it's just time for dreams and fantasies and inspiration and creativity. Let them guide you, and you have great chances in achieving your dreams in this case. On the 15th of March, Mercury is also moving to your fifth house and will stay there until the end of the month, which can help you also to focus on some kind of intellectual creative work. If you need ideas or inspiration, or maybe you need to connect better with your children, or you want to go on more dates, Mercury can really help you with that. Then on the 16th, the Sun in fifth house has a positive aspect with Pluto in your third house. First of all, this is a great combination for creative projects, especially if they're also intellectual projects. If you need to write something, if you're sharing your message with other people, if you're using social media to present yourself, this is a great time. If you want to start a blog, for example, also a great aspect. And you can meet someone who can really help you, who can give you important advice or provide valuable information. Or this may also be a wonderful time for dates and bringing lots of passion in your romantic personal life. On the 18th, Venus in fifth house has the same aspect with Pluto in third house, which is even more passionate combination and can be even more creative, and a great time for dates, for focusing on the things that you love, on some passion projects that you have in your life, and to dedicate your attention, your emotions, your energy to those particular projects. After the 20th, the sun will move in your sixth house, which is shifting the energy. And it will be time to focus on something more practical, more pragmatic, to pay closer attention to the daily stuff in your life, maybe plan and organize things. It's a great time also to focus on work and career projects, and overall also to plan the things that you want, to be really in touch with reality, with the material world, to maybe pay more attention to your health. All of those things will be more important at the end of the month. And on the 21st and after that, Venus is also shifting to your sixth house, which can help you to bring more comfort into your daily life, and just pay attention to what would make you feel better. Do you need to change something at work or at home? Do you need to maybe solve certain issues with your colleagues? Venus can bring more diplomatic energy, so to speak, and it's a great time also for negotiations and to be more creative and emotionally engaged with your work. Mercury and Uranus are also helping you on this day specifically, and it's a great time to socialize, to communicate with the partner or with other people in your life. You can receive some ideas or inspiration. You can meet someone exciting, someone interesting, or you can just share really nice time with your partner. But in all cases, this is a pretty nice aspect. And the other one is between Mars and Saturn, which can help you to be more organized, more disciplined, especially when it comes to your personal life, or if you need to reorganize something at home, to fix something, to repair, or to make certain plans related to your home and family. This aspect can really bring you this energy. And another moment here is also related to investments, especially if you're planning to invest in properties or you need to organize or fix something related to that. The energy is really, really supportive. On the 23rd of March, we have the only challenging aspect this month. It's between Mercury and Mars, and it triggers 5th and 8th house. So be extra careful with the risks you take in terms of financial decisions, in terms of investments, and even in your personal life. Keep in mind that there could be something that can irritate you or provoke you, or overall you may experience some kind of nervousness around those topics. So relax, take it easy, don't rush too much. Don't rush to speak too fast, because sometimes you might say things that you didn't really want to say. On the 26th, Venus and the Sun will be joining together in your sixth house, which is amazing and very supportive in terms of your work, in terms of some creative projects at work, or finding solutions, or being more diplomatic, or having successful negotiations at work, or just being really emotionally involved in your work, to be really passionate and excited about a concrete work project that's pretty important for you. Work-wise, health-wise, the aspect is really supportive. On the 28th, we have the new moon, which will trigger your 12th and 6th house. And it requires some realization, to dig deeper and maybe to see or recognize some blind spots which you may have. With the moon being in 12th house, you can really bring light into a really dark area in your life, in your own psychology, and it's just a very insightful time for you. So be open to uh, look at things from a different perspective and to appreciate the new insights. Of course, this is your door also to make the changes about the things that you don't really like, or you think that are kind of like outdated and no longer needed in your life. On the 29th, Mercury and Neptune are joining in your fifth house, which is also a really, really inspirational combination in terms of art projects, or in terms of your passions, or something creative. You might be a creator yourself, that's great, and you don't actually need to do that as a career, and you may still do it. But another option is that you may just enjoy and appreciate the art and beauty that other people create, and this may inspire you. So in every case, use this energy, and keep in mind that also in terms of love and romance, things can be pretty intense. You might be really inspired by another person. You may feel lots of love and desire to share space and time with another human. So yeah, very, very calming, nice energy. On the 30th of March, Venus in 6th with Saturn in 4th house in a positive connection, which can bring some structure and stability at work and at home. You can find a great balance between those two areas. They may support you in some way. Maybe at work, someone may give you advice or support of how you can solve something home related, and the other way around. A family member may help you or give important advice that you can use in your work. But it's a nice stabilizing energy, which can bring you the structure and also a great ability to evaluate things correctly. Again, both in your work and in your personal life. And the last aspect on the 31st of March is between the Sun in your sixth house and Saturn in your fourth house. Great time to organize things at work, at home, to plan, to schedule. And also the great thing about this combination is that it can really help you to follow through. Not only to plan, schedule, put it on the calendar, but also to really start doing it and complete your tasks and the plans that you have made. So extra productivity and better results at work and also at home. And with that, my friends, we covered March and the most important aspects for you. Again, I'm reminding you, if you want to join our group energy program, which is focused on balancing our chakras, please check the link below and we would love for you to join us. Thank you so much, and I'll see you really soon.